The Late Show, Deji Laraway with the winning goal, and the team really fought it out in the end.
Listen, it was a tough day for us today. You know, credit to Accrington, they've been on a real good run of late, and you can see why. They made it very hard for us, give us very, very little opportunities. But I said to the guys, you know, we're going to have to get a spark or a moment from somewhere, and we're going to have to keep putting the ball in the danger area, which we did. And it fell just at the end for Deji, and he put it in the bottom corner, which is a relief, you know, and I'd have settled for a draw at that point. You know, 0-0 wouldn't have been the worst result in the world, but 3 points at the end of the game was nothing better than that.
Oh, Mitch Pinnock, we talk about those moments, the composure with the original corner, not to hit it in first time, but to take a moment, spot Deji Laraway at the back post, and the delivery to perfection.
Yeah, Mitch does what Mitch does. I mean, his quality, isn't he? I mean, his quality's been immense, and today was no different. You know, put the ball in the right area, and you know, when you've got Deji, Omar, Cheeky, Nicky, all those big guns going in there, you hope one of them's going to get the end of it, and thankfully Deji did.
You talk about goals coming from all over the pitch. Another great example of it there.
It has to be. You know, we can't keep relying on Michael Cheek. You know, we've got to make sure everyone pitches in with goals, and they're important, and that is a massive goal today for us, and keeps us, you know, right in the pack at an important time.
And another important thing, the clean sheet.
Clean sheets are massive. You don't get promoted or get success without clean sheets. I thought the two centre-halves were immense today. I thought young Lacal at right back, you know, he's had a sort of stop-start time with us. I thought he was excellent as well today. Really, really good performance, you know, in a sort of tricky circumstances.
I was just going to talk about Lacal there. He's had to bide his time. He's had a couple of injuries as well to contend with. Been away on international duty, but he's really staked a claim to start matches today.
Yeah, he's done really well today, and I'm chuffed for him because he's a lovely, lovely young man. He's learning his trade. He's you know, he's come from Man City, where he probably hasn't got to put the ball in the corner quite as much for playing for Man City. But I thought the big thing that impressed me today about him is his heading. He won some headers, which, again, I don't mean it's any different. He probably doesn't have to do that too much at Man City, but he's done some real good defensive heading today, and that was good for us.
All in all, a really entertaining game of football and a great advert for the league.
Fantastic game of football. I would say that because we won, but you know, it was a real sort of, could have gone either way, that game. And credit to Accrington, I thought they were really good today, and you know, we really had to sort of grasp to get that result.
Something else that was really good was the support. 137 of them over there. Most of them, like us, in fancy dress.
Fantastic. It was lovely to see, and it does make it important that when we get a result like that, you know, all their effort they've done, it sends them home a little bit happier and a little bit more, you know, joyous.
And they've raised over £2,000 for the Salvation Army. Outstanding effort.
Amazing, amazing. Well, that's fantastic.
And finally, the most important question probably, have you ever been interviewed by Santa Claus and an elf?
No, never. And I've got to say, it's the weirdest interview I've ever done. Well done to you guys.
Thanks, Andy. Cheers.
Safe journey.